Hello and welcome to the Globe Arena here in Stockholm today for today's preliminary round game of Group S of the 2013 IIHF World Championship between Slovenia and Denmark. But we come down a bit right now, getting ready to listen to both national anthems. That was Slovenia national anthem. So it's time for the tennis one. And that was the national anthem of Denmark. Denmark today all red, Slovenia all white. These are the referees. And the two captains, number 13 for the Danes, Morten Green, while Tomáš Ratzinga, one of the most experienced players on the Slovenian side, while the lineups, goalkeeper Hovicar, Robert Kristen, and the first lineup for Slovenia, Gregorc, Robar, Jeglic, Tikar, Pretnar, Kranic, Rodman, David, Marcel, and Urbas. The second one, the third one, Zigar, Pavlin, Kovacevic, Razingar, Kopitar, and Pajic. And the fourth and last line, Zavzeli, Music, Panse, Golicic, and Basic. This is Per Backman, the Swede head coach for Denmark, Patrick Galbraith, Simon Nielsen. Simon Nielsen today between the posts. Then the first line, Larsen, Lassen, Green, Starkov, and Niklas Hart. Second line for Denmark, Lauritsen, Jensen, Jakobsen, Christensen, and Bødker. Third line, Mads Bødker, Lauritsen, Storm, Poulsen, and Jensen. Fourth and last, Nielsen, Bjorkstrand, Kim Stahl, and Morten Madsen. The two goalies for today's match between Denmark and Slovenia. For Slovenia, Robert Kristen, 85 37 is save percentage. The 35 saves out of 41 shots on goal by the opponents. Well, for the Danes, Simon Nielsen, a very good save percentage of 91.67. 33 saves out of 36 shot on goal. While everything seems to be ready to go now for today's match between Slovenia and Denmark as the puck drops now. It's Denmark with the first puck possession of today's game. And the first whistle to interrupt the play right there for a nice in-call. Matijas Kopitar, the Slovenian head coach for the Slovenians. Per Bachmann, as I've said before, former Swede player from Sweden, coaching Denmark. Well, the first shot, very good, taken from Robert Sabolic. With the number 55, Sabolic again, another good chance for the Slovenians, who started this game here very well, but now the counter-attack for Denmark with Kirill Starkov. Now Slovenia. Denmark lost 3-1 to Canada and 3-2 to Norway, while Slovenia lost 3-1 to Norway and 4-3 to Belarus. So it's already a direct fight to avoid the two bottom places of the relegation zone, to avoid the relegation. Now Denmark with a good opportunity. And a good save from Robert Christen. Mads Christensen. 2 assists. The Eisbär and Berlin pair missing the chance, the greatest chance to take Denmark in the lead into this game. We gotta see that again. The counter-attack conducted by Sebastian Dam back to Mikkel Bødker. And then the mistake from Mads Christensen. Simon Nielsen, as I've said before, a very, very good save percentage, 92%. So, direct fight to avoid the relegation. Both sides have no points at all in Group S table, since they are 2 losses each. Slovenia just come on back in the top pool for the 7th time in its 21-year history. 7th time for Slovenia in the participating at the World Championship. But Slovenia did manage to qualify for Sochi 2014. Well, they can hope to beat Sweden and Canada. They are already lost to Norway and Belarus, but still they need to win this game here against Denmark, and maybe hoping then not to finish at the bottom of this Group S table to avoid the relegation battle. With Tomáš Ratzinger, one of the most experienced players with the Slovenian national team, as I've said before. He's 34 years old. Ratzinger playing with the number 9. Now Slovenia with another good chance, but this time around Simon Nielsen into his chest. The shot from Gregorc, number 15, one of the youngest players for Slovenia on the ice at 23 years old. Well, this is Zikla Jeglic. For number 15, Blaž Gregorc shot. Denmark last year finishing into a very disappointing 13th place. Well, in 2010, they got a very good 8th place, starting their world champs into the quarterfinals. Both teams very Young average of age 25 for the Danes, 26. The Slovenians are stronger teams, about around 28, 29, the average age. Pretty young, the Danes. Belarus now with 3 points in the table. Group S, as well as Czech Republic, Canada with 4 points. So the hopes of both sides not high right now. As I say, already lost against Belarus for Slovenian and against Norway twice, both Denmark and Slovenian as well. No penalties so far into these first 4 minutes. Now Denmark with Julian Jakobsen. Julian Jakobsen playing with the number 33 is a 4th best face-off player of the entire tournament, winning 71% of the whole face-off has been into Morten Poulsen now. Well, pressure by Zigala Pavlin into the left corner. Well, the main goal of Slovenian is, of course, to avoid the relegation once again, but just been promoted into top pool. It's going to be very difficult. They need to come out from this game here against Denmark with 3 points at stake for the victory before the overtime. If not, it's going to be their 3rd loss in a row, as well as for the Danes. Now, very good chance for Denmark. Finishing right against Robert Christian. So, Stahl. See it again, number 29, Morten Madsen. Sorry, Stahl. As his shot was intercepted by Christian. Now Clement Pretnar, closely followed by Bjorkstrand. Slovenia with Clement Pretnar. Intercepting the puck right there, Denmark. And then back to Stefan Lassen, who already scored into this tournament. Stefan Lassen. Denmark again with Bjorkstrand. Yet another save for Robert Christian. Denmark with Jesper Jensen. Robert, Michia Robert. Good interception into the central zone by Robert Sabolic to Oliver Lauritsen for checking Slovenia here with the shot from the distance, the deflection, and he scores! Rock Tikar. It's Slovenia in the lead, 1-0 against Denmark. Blas Gregorc taking the shot, and Rock Tikar. His first goal of the tournament with 2 assists so far. We see it again. That was number 15, Blas Gregorc, shooting and then deflecting Rock Tikar in front of Simon Nielsen. Three points for Rock Tikar. 2 assists into the first 2 games, and then this goal here, back on the bench, the number 24, the forward from the Kölner Haie, the Sharks from Köln in Germany. He 24 years old, just turned 24 4 days ago. Rock Tikar So it's Slovenia 1, Denmark nothing. So much important, this goal for the Slovenians. To the lead right now, and another good opportunity for Jan Urbas. To the chest of Nielsen. As we see it again, the nice deflection from Rock Tika. That was Rock Tika, bench. This is Nielsen. Back to the game with Morten Poulsen for checking. Two, and just one now player. The Slovenians, two players now for checking. Mats Budka behind his net to Morten Poulsen and to Jesper Jensen. Jesper Jensen to Fredrik Storm. This is Tomasz Matzinga, 34 years old, screen set player, Slovenian roster. Change of line here for Slovenia, Andrei Tavzeli to the Danes' possession. Patrick Bjorkstrand to Stahl, into the middle, deflected by Kristen. And now Slovenia will what seems a nice counter-attack. Sebastian Golicic pushing down right there, Blas Gregorc. Still Slovenia intercepted by one of the Danes. And losing the puck possession once again, Andrei Tavzeli. To Gregorc, Jeglic. This is Philip Larsen. Larsen pressured by Jeglic. He's missing the puck right there. Opening it up to Niklas Hart. Hart back to Philip Larsen once again. Stefan Lassen. Getting the puck right there. Good defending from Slovenia. This is Jesper Jensen, but the second one, two Jesper Jensen, number 40 and number 41. Now Denmark, cross-crease pass from Julian Jakobsen. Down from Kristen. This is Oliver Lauritsen, as there are two Lauritsen and two Nielsen also. And a good pass into the middle, deflected over the bar. Slovenia defense working really hard right now. That's Christensen. Less than 10 minutes to the end. Slovenia into the lead. The goal coming from Rok Tikar. So 6 minutes and 11 seconds from the beginning of the game. Böttger on for Poulsen. Poulsen into the middle, got intercepted. This pass, Ratzinger opening it up to Kopitar. Slovenia now. Trying to go for the shot. Rok Pajc intercepted, and now Ziga Pavlin. Pavlin giving it back to Tazzeli. No penalties so far, no power plays. Opportunities. Another good deflection with the pads by Kristen. The Slovenians were about to regain the puck possession. Now it's Team Denmark pressuring the Slovenians into their own defense zone. Ziga change of line for Slovenia. Mitya Robar and Chase. Jesper Jensen. They're intercepting Rok Tikar now back. And again, yet another shot from Blas Gregorc. Long distance shot. Simon Nielsen this time around intercepting it. Very good. Not a good shot from the distance, but this is pretty wide. Denmark with Rasmus Nielsen. Oliver Lauritsen, sorry. To Christensen, Mats Christensen, Julian Jakobsen. And Kopitar for Slovenia. Still Slovenia with Jan Urbas. Oh, Jan Urbas! Just a bit wide. His shot. Pretnar. Affected by Nielsen. Once again, ball checking by Slovenia. It's paying off as they regain another good puck there. Aleš Kranic. Very good Slovenia, well deserved this 1-0 lead. Pretnar onto Ratzinger, to Pajc, well stopped by the Danes. Now Storm, Frederick Storm, over the bar is affected. Diving down into the neutral zone. One of the Danes and intercepting that. A very good pass. Now this is Kovacevic. And then Golicic. Andrei Tazzeli. Regrouping Slovenia. And we're starting with Ziga Pance and franchise for Irish music. With his left skate, controlling and intercepting that loose puck. But the possession now is on for Denmark. Patrick Bjorkstrand. Jesper Jensen, number 41. Pretnar. And for Jeglic. It's a 3-on-3 now. Jeglic in the middle. And intercepted. Starkov. Milton Green. Seven shots on goal so far in into this first period for Slovenia. Just 4 on Denmark's side. Philip Larsen together with Stefan Lassen. Christian with the interception. And now David Rotman, the number 12 on the ice, the assistant captain. Rotman missing the pass right there. And now Denmark and Niklas Hart. Back to Butker, Mikkel Butker, Hart again, Jakobsen. Winning it, and Ziegler Pavlin clearing up. 4 to go. Slovenia 1, Denmark nothing. Butker before Aleš Muzik and Kovacevic. Slovenia is second to last in goalkeeping throughout the whole tournament with only 85.37% save percentage. Now Denmark with a shot into the chest of Kristen. The shot was taken by Fredrik Storm, playing in Sweden for Malmö Redhawks. Per Beckman, the Swede head coach of Denmark. That is Kim Stahl, ready for the face-off up against the Bosnian Golicic. No penalties, no power plays. His first 17 minutes. Philip Larsen. Got intercepted. Ziga Jeglic. The other side for Rock Tika. Not so many shots on goal into this first period. Around 5 or 6 each team. Back to Gregords. Now Denmark with Jesper Jensen at 41. Butker. Butker advancing the puck, giving to Christensen. Butker losing the puck possession right there, and then Marcel Rotman, well pressured by Butker. Rotman onto Jan Urbas. Still Butker. 2 minutes to the end of the first. Jesper Jensen clear up. Accepted with the right glove. Now still Denmark. Ian Jacobsen. Pressure by Aleš Kranic. And then Starkov, still Kirill Starkov. Deflected by Kristen. Now Slovenia 2-on-2. Another pass, but intercepted. Well done by Lauritsen. The shot just wide. Starkov again. On for Morten Green. Finishes down after the hit. There's an icing call here. Philip Larsen with the puck. Defensive zone of the Slovenians. Just 60 seconds more to the end of the period. Stefan Lassen assisting Morten Green. Faster than Green, Pretner. Still Pretner heading up right there. Slovenia again with Kopitar. So with Golicic. Now Denmark with a good opportunity. Sliding down Gregorts. And then the shot from Larsen over the bar. Still Denmark into this last 20 seconds. The last hopes of the first period to take the equalizer. As the first penalty for hooking. One of the Slovenians. To wait and see who committed penalty. Pante, Ziga Pante for hooking, sent off. So we'll end up like this, the first period, as we see it again. First power play, first opportunity, the last 10 seconds. As Denmark we begin this game to the second period in power play again, still for 1 minute and 43 seconds. That's a siren, ending up the first period in which Slovenia is into the lead 1-2 to Denmark, over Denmark, thanks to Rakitic's goal. We'll be back after the short break of 15 minutes. Don't go away, stay tuned for the second upcoming period between Slovenia and Denmark. Hello and welcome back again here at the Globe Arena in Stockholm for tonight's preliminary round game of Group S of the 2013 IIHF World Championship between Slovenia and Denmark. Slovenia were deserved lead in the first period after the goal coming from Rok Tika. This guy here with the number 24. After the shot taken by Blas Gregords with the number 15, Rok Tika was screening Denmark's goalkeeper Simon Nielsen, and then he took the right deflection to the back of the net. So Slovenia in the lead, 1-0 against Denmark. But a short-handed Slovenia finished the first period and will begin the second one. Denmark in power play for 1 minute and 44 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. Robert Christen here. And this is Simon Nielsen, who plays for the Lukko Rauma. 26 years old, goalie of Denmark. Well, the puck drops now to the start of the second. Slovenia tidying up. Denmark with the pressure, trying to get the equalizer while being on power play. So number 17, Ziga Pavlin, who got a little bit injured right there. First power play, first penalty of the whole match. Let's see if Denmark can capitalize on this one, just wide that shot. 60 seconds to the end of the power play. Mads Christensen into the right corner. Welcome to Budka, Mikkel Budka. Still waiting. Some of the teammates in a free spot by there. Philip Larsen is waiting for the puck to arrive from Mads Christensen. Well done from Slovenia defense. And a few important seconds lost for the Danes. Now Slovenia forechecking, 20 seconds more in power play onto the Danish side. Philip Larsen advancing with the puck into the behind Robert Christensen's net. Larsen again. Power play ends up with a nothing done. Back in full strength, Slovenia. But now a great chance for the Danes after the shot taken by Morten Green, well intercepted by Christen. Now number 13, Morten Green, on for Morten Poulsen, intercepted and heading up. Tomas Ratzinger battling out the possession of the puck together with Fredrik Storm and Gregords and then Slovenia. Other mistake from Kopitar. Now Denmark with a shot intercepted. Poulsen, Morten Poulsen behind the net. Still Poulsen trying to find a good spot to take the assist from Morten Poulsen. So we go for Fredrik Storm as he got intercepted. Forechecking now. Strong pressure from Denmark. Right there, as you can see, Pretna. So forechecking pays off again. Bjorkstrand now as Denmark within the possession of the puck. Bjorkstrand back to Markus Lauritsen. Denmark again, beginning the second period in a very good way. Now Kim Stahl, he scores it! The equalizer for Denmark. It's a Slovenia 1, Denmark 1. Kim Stahl, his first goal of the tournament after one assist. And the score is leveled back between Slovenia and Denmark. After Kim Stahl's goal, see it again. Kim Stahl faster than Aleš Kranic to take that puck. The assist from Markus Lauritsen, and then in between the legs of Robert Christian. Kim Stahl, one of the most experienced into Denmark's roster. The oldest player for Denmark was born in March 1978. Is the only one in the 70s. Forward of the Herlev Eagles, 35 years old. Kim Stahl scoring the equalizer for Denmark. 23rd minute of the second period. So it's still leveled between the two teams, battling it out already to be relegated. Slovenia just, as I said in the first period, Slovenia just came into the top pool again, back again, for the 7th time in 21 years. 7th time for Slovenia being present at the World Champs. So Denmark didn't capitalize on the first power play opportunity. And Ziga Pante sent off in the last seconds of the first, hooking. No penalties for the Danes so far. So not even a chance for Slovenia to take an advantage from it. Now Slovenia missing the final shot. David Rotman. Denmark with a counter-attack. Niklas Hard. And like Robert Christen prefers to cover that puck up. To start with a face-off, 90% to make 10 shots. 1 goal from the Danes. Kim Stahl in between Christian's legs. You see it again. Almost deflecting with his left pad. That was Kim Stahl on the bench. The oldest skater. Budka on for Storm. Intercepted by Ziga Pavlin. And Kovacevic on to Pajic, Rok Pajic. Markus Lauritsen. Storm again, pressure by Kranic. The post hit by Markus Lauritsen after the deflection from Robert Christian. Andrei Tavzeli. Denmark really close to get the second soon after they get the equalizer. Way better Denmark and Slovenia into this second. Slovenia with Aleš Muzik, Golicic. Saved by Nielsen, covering back up Bostian Golicic. He plays in France, 23 years old. Well, this is Markus Lauritsen. Markus Lauritsen, the defenseman, 22 years young, 1991. See it again, the highlights, the goals, the deflection from Rock Tika. This is Madsen, Morten Madsen, assisting Markus Lauritsen. He assisted himself. Kim Stahl, 2 shots, 1 goal so far. Denmark, good opportunity with Christensen, intercepted by Christensen. T.S. Kopita, head coach, Slovenian head coach. Okay, so won by Aleš Kranic. Huge battle. The possession of back over there. Mikkel Böttcher getting it. Then Slovenia. The nice chances as misses. The assist tended to be for Jan Urbas. Urbas to Marcel Rotman. Shot by Julian Jakobsen. Coming out from their own defense zone. Denmark beginning the back possession into the central zone. Slovenia now with David Rotman. 11 to the end of the second. Slovenia 1, Denmark 1. After the equalizer coming from Kim Stahl. 3 minutes and 34 seconds after the beginning of the second. Kirill Starkov together with Morten Green. But he is a rock pitch. Ball checking from Denmark. Now Slovenia with a counter-attack deflected by Nielsen. A shot taken by Luka Basic. The Amiens Gothic. Luka Basic, 23 years old. Tomasz Ratzinger. Well pressured by Mats Böttcher. On for Muzik. There's a look to Ziga. To Ratzinger, sorry, Ratzinger into the middle. Okay. One of the Denmark defenders. Kirill Starkov. In against the board. Ziga Pance. Slovenia now. Luka Basic. Directly to Stefan Lassen. Storm. Muzik. 9:30 to go. Change of line for Slovenia now. Robert intercepted with the left glove. Denmark, Ziga, Pante. Slovenia now to this middle part of the second period. Better than Denmark, who began the second period very strong way to get the equalizer. Ziga, Jeglic. Okay, to Markus Lauritsen. Lauritsen on for Bjorkstrand. There's a penalty coming up next. Most likely for Patrick Bjorkstrand, as he lost the puck possession. He took the penalty right there for tripping. Sent off for a couple of minutes, a serving tripping penalty. See it again, Bjorkstrand here. Stopping this way, number 8, Fred Skrajovic. So, first power play chance for Slovenia to get back into the lead. Now Denmark with the breakout there. Robert Christen intercepting it without a stake also, Christen. Jakobsen. And then Stefan Lassen. Back attacking Slovenia. Rock Tikar. And to David Rodman. Less than a minute now to the end of the very first power play. The Slovenian could take advantage of. While Simon Nielsen scoring that pick up. Mikkel Bødker, 2 shots. Last one. Such a very good chance for him. Just lost the momentum right there because there was Kranic. Shaking his head. Mikkel Bødker, NHL player from the Phoenix Coyotes, 23 years young. Short-handed Denmark could have scored the second goal. Scoring chances too, in fact, nothing. Slovenian inside into the second. Is Ziga Jeglic. The tournament, 1 goal, 1 assist. Ziga Jeglic, 25 years old. Still 20 seconds more to take advantage of the first power play situation for Slovenia. Got intercepted. Another Jeglic. Another penalty coming here. All the Denmark's bench. Jeglic on the ice. Jeglic up against number 29, Morten Madsen, elbowing Jeglic. Asking for a penalty. So asking why Per Backman. So 2 men down right now after Morten Madsen finishing inside the penalty box together with Patrick Bjostrand. So it's a 5-on-3 situation. Marcel Rotman. Deciding how many seconds to the end of the first power play, to the end of the first penalty by Patrick Bjostrand for tripping. It's back-to-back penalty for the Danes right here. Was so 11 seconds to the end of the first power play. It's a 5-on-3 situation now for Slovenia. As the first one is basically ended right now, and 1:45 seconds to the end of the second power play. So 5-on-4 now for Slovenia. Lassen right there, Stefan Lassen. Kranic to Rotman to Urbas. Well stopped. Stefan Lassen now. Slovenia with Sabolic. To Rock Tika. Rock Tika scored the first goal, and now he scores the second one. Rock Tika back into the lead. Slovenia 2, Denmark 1. As Rock Tika doubles up. Back again into the lead. Rock Tika, 2 goals tonight. We see it again. Assisted by Mitja Robar, number 51. This is Rock Tika into the middle with a snapshot over the left shoulder of Simon Nielsen. 2 assists, 2 goals. Rock Tika, best player for Team Slovenia in this tournament so far. So it's getting tough again for Denmark side. And only 4 minutes and 30 seconds to the end of the second period. So Slovenia scoring while being on power play for the second time into this game. Just one only chance for Denmark in the first period. No penalties for the Slovenians in the second. Slovenia back attacking once again. Very good match. the Slovenian side. Good shot. Almost intercepted by Simon Wilson. Bolicic to Huzik. Holding up. Then Kranic. There's this chance by Kovacevic right there. Mitya Robar. Second period, shots on goal. Just 2 on the Slovenian side. Have a goal to get back into the lead. Rock Tika from the Köln Haie. 24, he just turned 24 years old. Julian Jakobsen, 4th best face-off player of the whole tournament. With the number 33 getting ready to try to win his next one. As he wins it, in fact. Got more or less 70% of face-offs won. Mikkel Budka, 3 left. With a shot taken by Jesper Jensen, well intercepted by Team Slovenia. Budka again with the puck. Good pressure from Urbas. Jesper Jensen missing the pass. .230 to the end of the second. Slovenia 2, Denmark 1. Lineups. Mateusz Kopitar talking to his players. Back on the ice, the man of the match so far, Rock Tika. 2 goals. This is Tika Jeglic. 1 goal, 1 assist. In the face-off, Rock Tika to the other corner. Kim Stahl scored the equalizer at the beginning of this second period. Larsen intercepting that puck into the central zone. Now what a good chance there for Team Denmark. Taking advantage of it, being 1 player more into the defense zone of the Slovenians. Morten Green. Lassen. Sabolic. As his try got intercepted. Christensen all the way back to Filip Larsen, pressured by Luka Bazic. As he loses the puck possession, Stefan Lassen finishing out the puck into Slovenian's bench. Hans Kabazic, young Gutic player, 20 years old. Last 60 seconds. Jesper Jensen, followed by Marcel Rottmann. Back to Jesper Jensen. To Oliver Lauritsen. From the Philadelphia Flyers, Oliver Lauritsen. 24 years old. Philadelphia Flyers player, less than 20 now. Mikkel Budke, very last chance to score the equalizer. He's Kane back again. Denmark, but this is a siren ending up the second period with a 2-1. Slovenia over Denmark with the second goal coming from Rok Tikar after the equalizer scored by Kim Stahl at the beginning of the second period. So we'll be back after a short break of 15 minutes to the third and last period between Slovenia and Denmark. Don't go away, stay tuned with us.
Team Denmark 6, Team Slovenia 6. Scorestatistik, Denmark 6, Slovenia 6.
Hello and welcome back to the Globe Arena in Stockholm for tonight's preliminary round game of Group S of the 2013 IIHF World Championship between Slovenia and Denmark. Slovenia, after taking the equalizer from Kim Stahl, got back into the lead again with Rok Tika. 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points into this tournament. The best player on the ice for Slovenia into these 3 games. 2 goals tonight for number 24 player, the Slovenian side. This is Simon Nielsen, the goalie Denmark. Robert Christen, goalie for Slovenia. Rok Tika scoring the second power play opportunity tonight. Simon Nielsen 2 goals against out of 13 shots from Slovenian side. Robert Christen 14 shots against, 1 goal against. So this is going to be the third and last period of the direct rivals match game as the puck drops now between Slovenia and Denmark. Denmark trying to gain the equalizer once again after Kim Stahl scored the first equalizer, the first goal for Denmark. Niklas Hart, intercepted by Sabulic, finishing down against the board. Both teams got no points at all in the Group S table since they both lost twice. Slovenia lost to Norway 1-3 and lost to Belarus 3-4. And Denmark lost to Canada 1-3 and Norway 2-3. Belarus and Czech Republic third to last and fourth to last position to Group S table, 3 points each, and then Canada with 4 points. Big games for both Belarus and Czech Republic, just like Slovenia, both Slovenia and Denmark. It's very important for the Slovenians to come out from this game here with the 3 points at stake for the victory before the overtime. Let's wait and see if Denmark could take the equalizer with the Slovenians could get their very first victory in CS tournament. Slovenia back on the top pool of the world champs right this year. Denmark coming from a disappointing 13th place from last year in 2010. They didn't qualify for the Vancouver Olympic Games, but they did very good at the world champs, getting a very good 8th place. And it's the 7th time participating at the Worlds for Team Slovenia, 21-year history, as they are qualified for Sochi 2014, while Team Denmark didn't manage to qualify for 2 Olympic Games in a row. Nice chance now for the Danes. Then the shot, Morten Green, Morten Madsen. Slovenia now with Zigla Jeglic. Giving the puck to Filip Larsen. Larsen forechecking from Slovenia. Fed off. Last Gregorc. Missing the assist, Robert Sabulic. trying to assist Lars Gregorc. Slovenia still in the lead, 2-1 over Denmark after 3 minutes from the beginning of the third period. Now Denmark in their defensive zone. Siga Jeglic is in the fight for the puck possession against Oliver Lauritsen. This is Stefan Lassen. 1 goal for him. He plays in Sweden for the Malmö Red Dogs. 27 years old, Stefan Lassen. Now it's in Denmark with Jesper Jansen to the middle. Anyone there? Was none of his teammates. Kim Stahl, who got the equalizer at the beginning of the second period, as the second penalty for Team Slovenia coming here for holding number 22, Marcel Rotman. What a great chance now Denmark has to get the equalizer, being on power play for the second time. Well, Marcel Rotman has been sent off. Philip Larsen to Mikael Böttcher. Slovenia now being 1 man down. Shots on goal, 14 for the Danes, 13 Team Slovenia. Still on power play situation. Denmark last right there for 1 minute and 15 seconds more. Larsen up against Kranic. So on to Stahl again. And then Niklas Hart to the other corner. Denmark with a good puck possession. Kim Stahl, and then the shot taken by Philip Larsen, tidying up Slovenia. Denmark trying to take advantage of their second power play of this game. Niklas Hart, pump and chase into the right corner. Directly from Morten Madsen. Stahl, Madsen, Niklas Hart into the middle. And then Kim Stahl with a shot, taking the rebound. He scores the equalizer. It's the number 29, Morten Madsen. After the shot from Kim Stahl, who scored the first equalizer the beginning of the second period. Now Morten Madsen taking advantage of this power play, the second one situation. There was Kim Stahl, and then taking the rebound in front of Robert Christen. Denmark scoring the second equalizer. It's Slovenia 2, Denmark 2 right now. To this third period. 14 minutes left to the end of the game. It's leveled again between Slovenia and Denmark. Now again, onto the Slovenian goalie. Nice chance again for Denmark to get the third one to this game. Denmark from Oliver Lauritsen. Very good first period from Slovenia. After the beginning of the third, it's just Denmark on the ice. The Slovenians haven't collected any shots on goal so far into this third. Very few chances for them. For now, it's a well-deserved equalizer for Team Denmark. Now in search of a three-pointer stake for the victory before the overtime. And at the overtime, each team will get 1 point. A good deflection from Kristen. Get 1 point in the overtime, and then the winning team at the overtime shootout get an extra point. The situation now is that Belarus and Czech Republic got 3 points, so the two teams tonight here, they gotta win before the overtime. They do want to not finish the bottom, the two last teams, the bottom of the Group S standings. After the preliminary round, now Denmark's still attacking right there. Bjorkstrand together with Kimsdal. Denmark still. Slovenians seem to me a little bit down and out now after the second equalizer from Denmark. Julian Jakobsen assisting Budka. As a whistle, dropping the play. Well, we've come halfway through the third and last period. 10 and 33 seconds left to the end of the game. Morten Madsen, my 1 goal out of 3 shots and 1 assist. So Rock Tika, 2 goals. Danes side, Kim Stahl and Morten Madsen score the second equalizer with a joy of fence. One by Denmark, Stefan Lassen intercepted So Rodman passing again onto Jan Urbas. There's another whistle interrupting the play here. Matjaž Kopitar, the head coach of the Slovenians. Not happy, of course, with the two equalizers the Danes got in the first and in the second period and in the third period. His team hasn't managed to stay on top throughout the whole match. Finishing down here, number 27, Urbas. On to the referee, Philip Larsen. To Christensen. Mats Christensen behind the net. And the shot. Morten Madsen. Rodman. Jan Urbas here finishing down and taking the shot anyway. Green up against Alek Muzik, the face-off. It's been won by the Slovenians with Kovacevic. 18 face-offs won by Slovenia, 17 Danes side. Now finally a shot from Slovenia, Rocker Pajic. But Denmark with Morten Green to the chest of Robert Christen. Captain Morten Green. One goal so far in the tournament. Morten Green, 32 years old, plays in Germany, in the Hannover Scorpions. Jensen. Jesper Jensen finishing down and losing the face-off. Less than 9 minutes, still leveled between Slovenia and Denmark, 2-2. Now Denmark on with Kim Stahl. Stahl's shot deflected to the left gate by Gregort. Policic heading up his own defending zone. Denmark now again, Julian Jakobsen. Back to David Rodman. Oliver Lauritsen. Back to Philip Larsen. Larsen on to Christensen. Christensen. Well pressured right there. There's a whistle interrupting the play. This is Clement Pretner. Plays in Austria. VSV Villach. Kim Stahl. One assist, 1 goal in the tournament. Herlev Eagles. See again all the goals of today's game between Slovenia and Denmark. That's the first equalizer, and Slovenia back again into the lead with the second goal from Rock Tikar. And then scoring Morten Madsen scoring the second equalizer for the Danes. This is Kim Stahl one assist and 1 goal today. Minutes left to the end of the third. Marcel Rotman winning the face-off, and back against Jasper Jensen, intercepting Pretna. Now Slovenia. Marcel Rotman. Again another back possession. Stefan Lassen. Kranic, now the shot, and he finishes into the net. David Rotman up against Nielsen. This is Marcel Rotman. Two Rotmans. David Rotman inside the net. Slovenia beginning in the park. Luka Bazic. Right. Ben Bjorkstrand. Nice and cool there. Slovenia back again with another good shot from Sabolic, missing the third goal on Slovenian side. Just a few centimeters away from the near post right there. Denmark, Dave Larsen. They risked a lot. And a good chance for Slovenia. Julian Jakobsen missing the rebound right there. 6 to the end. Lars Gregorc missed the chance. Lidke on directly to Kranic. Now Slovenia attacking back again. Number 22, Marcel Rotman. Vodka now. Belarus in third to last place, 3 points. Czech Republic 3, Canada 4, Sweden 6, together with Norway 6. The top of the Group S table. The most surprising team of the whole tournament, I might say. Switzerland beating Canada in the shootouts, beating Sweden at the opening game. They were up against the home time, then beating bronze medalist from last year's tournament, the Czechs. It's going to be Switzerland, Slovenia. Next upcoming match game for the Slovenians. It's going to be pretty difficult. The 2-1 to come out from this one here. With 3 points at stake for the victory before the overtime. Still got some chances to steal Norway with Julian Jacobsen missing that goal for a shot just a bit wide. Lauritsen, dump and chase. Mats Christensen. Ziga Iglic. This is Julian Jacobsen. 3:30 to the end of the game. Bödker back to Lassen. Well pressured. The puck is still on the Danes' hands with Jacobsen in front of Robert Christen. And take advantage of being one-on-one against the goalie. To Rotman, assisting Massa Rotman, who finishes down. No penalties, just 2 penalties for each side, just wide, slap shot from distance. Now Slovenians finally attacking here to the niveau across crease pass for Marcel Rotman. Got intercepted by one of Danes defender, Ales Kranic. Wide, Larsen trying to clear up their defensive zone, but still the Slovenians. A nice forechecking. Lauritsen. Third period, shots on goal, 7 on Denmark's side, just 1 shot. Slovenia into just the third period. 14 shots in total. What a great opportunity there for Denmark. 2 minutes to the end of the game before the possible overtime right now. Slap shot from distance, intercepted by Hart. On for Jesper Jensen with the number 41. Getting the puck possession back again on the Slovenian side. Kleinen Pretna with the number 7. Giving the puck to Kranic. Kranic on for David Rotman. And then the shot taken by Urbas. Deflected by Nielsen. Less than 90 seconds before the overtime. And the shot taken by Christensen. Got deflected in front of Christian Nielsen with the save, another one. The Slovenians just woke up too late. 60, less than 60 seconds to the end of the third period. Just 3 shots from the Slovenians, 8 from the Danes into this third period. Denmark outshooting Slovenia. What a nice opportunity now for Slovenia in front of Simon Nielsen's net. He missed that pass. Slovenia now still attacking, still getting, seem to be a little bit more energies. And Denmark has spent a lot of energies into taking the equalizer, and another good chance for Slovenia. Shooting into these last 2 minutes, last 5 seconds before the overtime. Denmark with a nice opportunity. Niklas Hart intercepted and then taking the shot, Stefan Lassen. But that was the siren, ending up the third period with a tie 2-2 between Slovenia and Denmark. So coming up next 5 minutes, the overtime, as both the teams already taken 1 point to get to the overtime, 1 point each. So we'll be back after a very, very short break before the overtime. Don't go away, stay tuned again. Back again here at the Globe Arena in Stockholm. Denmark up against Slovenia. It's a 2-2. It's still leveled after the third period. Only one goal scored while being on power play for the second time. Morten Madsen scoring after the rebound, after the shot taken by Kim Stahl. And now in overtime, what a good chance now for Slovenia. And a cross-crease pass didn't get intercepted by Jan Urbas. So five minutes more. Now Denmark, it's 4-on-4 on the ice. Kristen with a deflection. It's a shot taken by Morten Madsen, who scored the equalizer, the second one. The first one was scored by Kim Stahl, while Rock Tikar scored twice today. It's Morten Madsen's last shot. So 5 minutes more to the end of the overtime, and then we'll go on with the shootout. 4:30, Slovenia, Ales Kranic. The two teams at the bottom right now of the Group S table with 1 point each, just for getting into these overtime situations after the regulation time. 4 minutes more. Puck, Julian Jacobsen on for Jesper Jensen. Into the neutral zone with Rock Tikar, man of the match for the Slovenians. Just wide that shot. Slovenia now with Kovacevic. Right there, it's Mats Christensen. So Slovenia regrouping. Christensen keeping the pressure. Still on the Slovenian side. Sabolic, well pressured by Morten Madsen, regaining the puck. Philip Larsen advancing into the central zone. Philip Larsen, what a nice play by Larsen as he got intercepted. Pretnar back to Larsen again. What a good opportunity here to score! Scoring in the 3-2 for Denmark over Slovenia. It's number 13, Morten Green. After a very good play by Philip Larsen. And it's a sudden death goal by Morten Green. Taking the 2 points at stake for the final victory at the overtime. It's Team Denmark beating Slovenia with this 3-2 overtime victory. Slovenia at the bottom of the table right now, behind with just 1 point for getting into the overtime. Captain Morten Green scoring his second goal of the tournament. We see it again. The nice play by Philip Larsen. Stopped by Jeglic at the beginning. Philip Larsen, NHL player from the Dallas Stars, and then from the Hannover Scorpions. Morten Green, the captain, scoring and making it 3 for Denmark, 2 for Slovenia. So second to last position for Denmark, behind both the Czech Republic and Belarus. They got both after 3 games, 3 points each. Denmark with 2 points and Slovenia with just 1 point at the bottom of the table of Group S. And it's been a pleasure, and it's a very good bye from my side up until the next time.
The best player on Team Denmark, number 19, Kim Stahl. Ladies and gentlemen, from